Hiya, and welcome back to Homecoming Morenatsu Revisited. The game that teaches us that Kyouji and Kyouji won't let us look at a solar eclipse without one of those boxes with a pinhole in it. That was a Deadmau5 reference. Anyways, let's just hop right in. That hit the spot. As I finish up breakfast, I stand up and take my dishes to the sink. I hum as I rinse off my bowl. It's a bit childish to still enjoy that show. The phone's shrill ringing catches me off guard, causing me to almost drop my plate. I attempt to dry my hands in a hurry, but before I finish... Oh, Nishimo residence. That's strange, Grandpa doesn't usually answer the phone. With a shrug, I return to the dishes. I can still hear Grandpa talking away. Must be one of his friends. As I put away the last dish, my ears perk up as I hear the soft footsteps from behind me. Glancing over my shoulder, I smile when I notice my grandmother approaching. Oh, hi, Grandma. When I turn around to face her, I see the smile on her face. Her tail swishing behind her, she brings her hands together. Thank you so much for cleaning up here, Ryuki. You really didn't need to. I know, but I thought I should anyway. I flash her a mischievous grin, receiving a chuckle in response. Besides, there's something I wanted to do before I forget. Grandma's smile is replaced with an expression of curiosity. Oh? Whatever do you mean, dear? Well... I grin wider, my own tail swishing behind me. As I rub the back of my head, I chuckle nervously. The other day, you had something behind your back that you wanted to show me. I thought that maybe you could show me today? Her eyes widening, Grandma pulls me close and gives me a hug. Well, I suppose I could do that, seeing that you're not... Hiroyuki! Oh wait, no, I gotta do that differently. I gotta give Grandpa a new scream voice. Hey, Yuki! Can you come here, please? The two of us jump, breaking apart from our hug as Grandpa yells from the hallway. Casting a glance up at my grandmother, I give her a small smile before heading into the hallway. Sure enough, my grandfather is still standing at the phone, but he has a hand covering the mouthpiece. Yes, Grandpa? I speak a bit louder so that he can hear me better. When he notices me, he grins. Hey, here you come out, boy! You mean you don't hum anime openers whenever you work? Wild. Your old teacher's on the phone and he's asked for help with an errand. What do you say to helping an old boy out? Blinking, I just stare at him for a moment. Mr. Akagane wants my help. Try to imagine what he could possibly need my help with, but my mind is drawing a blank. So it's gonna be here, Yuki. Don't keep us waiting. Well, thinking it over my mind, it would be nice to see Mr. Akagane again. My face warms up a little as I remember the last time I saw him. Then again, I did tell Grandma that I wanted to see what she had to show me. Old Man Yaoi or Grandma? Take your pick. Sorry, Grandma. Life is pain. Giving a heavy sigh, I rub the back of my head. I know I just made plans with Grandma, but it sounds like Mr. Akagane needs me for something important. I guess I can always reschedule that for another day, huh? Ooh! Okay, I'll help out. I was going to spend some time with Grandma, but I can't exactly refuse a request from Mr. Akagane. Grandpa gives me a smile and he nods. Good lad, I'll let him know. Don't worry about your grandmother, you still have plenty of time this summer. Giving a deep bow, I smile back before heading to the kitchen to break the news to Grandma. Grandpa returns to the phone call and I can hear him sorting out the arrangements with Mr. Akagane. I do feel a bit guilty for canceling my plans with Grandma, especially after just making them. Nothing hurts more than canceling plans with Grandma. literally just made them! Hiroyuki, you just fucking made them! And you're already canceling them! What about hitting your pinky toe in the corner? Ouch! Ow! Ow! Oh god, I could feel that! Why am I a bitch?
Emotional damage.
That is a joke. I am a bitch, but what did I do?
Emotional damage.
I am a bitch. What did I do? Or the worst possible pain stepping on a Lego. I can think of one thing worse than that. I can think of one thing worse than stepping on a Lego. Not horizontal, vertical tortilla chip. Vertical tortilla chip. But what did I do for you to call me a bitch, Axel? I'm genuinely curious. Why am I a bitch? Even though I am a bitch. Stepping on 2 Legos? Oh god damn, that is painful. But at the same time, I am helping one of my elders with an errand. That has to count for something, right? Grandma is understandably disappointed, but at the same time, she is proud that I accepted a request for help. As I finish my conversation with her, Grandpa returns from the hallway. He tells me where Mr. Akagane wants me to go, and with a bow, I quickly excuse myself, making my way to the old school. Oh, that's why I'm a bitch. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. It is necessary for Kyouji's route. I hate it. I hate it so much, but it's necessary for Kyouji's route. I'm sorry, Grandma. I am a horrible person. With a bow, I quickly excuse myself, making my way to my old school. By the time I arrive at the school, it's already starting to lightly drizzle. Shaking my head, I start thinking about that errand Mr. Akagane wants me to run for him. What could he possibly want with me? Wasn't humiliating myself in front of all those kids enough? Sound of a doorway opening breaks me from my thoughts, and I quickly give a respectful bow. Good morning. I forget, what voice did I give Mr. Akagane? I forget, what voice did I give him? I can't fucking remember what voice did I give him. No, I can't do the SpongeBob voice. My voice isn't malleable enough to do the SpongeBob voice. A Kyouji voice? I'm just gonna go and give voice. Good morning, my old student. It's so good to see you again so bright and early. There's no need to be so stiff. Relax. Come inside. You're getting soaked. Sometimes I subconsciously actually talk like that. I follow Mr. Akagane into the school. It's eerie being here without the sound of children in the background. Since it's summer vacation, it looks like Mr. Akagane is the only one on duty. I don't think even the principal is around. Mr. Akagane, why did you call me here today? I haven't been up to mischief or anything. You, Curry, and Uthima used to cause so much trouble for us when you were younger. It's not just you I called in today, though I arranged for a few others, but... He glances out the front window. Oh, here they are! Good morning! Yo, Mr. Akagane. It's like a blast from the past. You're here too, Hiroyuki? Morning, you guys. Excellent! You all made it! Let's get going then! Huh? Where are we going exactly? Oh! I must have forgotten to mention that on the phone. Mr. Akagane, why did you call me here? Because you're my favorite Nepo baby, and I love you. I forgot to mention that on the phone. I called the four of you because an old friend of mine needs help on this farm. We need some strong, young man to assist him with physical labor today. Strong young man. We're here to work? And how do I fit into this? Tora and Kyouji have sports. Tatsuki's a carpenter. Why did you call me then, Mr. Akagane? Because your grandpa said you have a lot of free time! Grandpa? I should have known. After being in the city for so long, I thought you'd appreciate the countryside. Kind of. What about Juichi? Juichi's judo training is indoors. I couldn't ask him to miss practice today to help little old me. Kuya? I couldn't get a hold of him. His mother said he's out of town. I nod, scratching the side of my face. Now that I think about it, he's probably at work. Ugh. Mr. Akagane might have a point. It's not like I have anything better to do today, especially with the rain. I'll get the car ready. Time to go. Working in the rain. What a drag. The drive is long but fairly uneventful. The four of us take the opportunity to catch up with our old teacher before arriving at the farm. Thank you for the assistance, Botan! These four old students of mine, some of the finest I've ever taught. I'm counting on you, everyone! They'll be fine. It's good exercise for them anyway. Okay, boys, listen carefully and work hard. Of course, Mr. Akagane. There's nothing to worry about with the Midori on the job. Wow, you have so much energy. I have high hopes for you all. I am having way too much fun right now. He invites us underneath his porch so we're out of the rain. This is an important harvest year for us local farmers. The rain caught us by surprise, though, so most of us are scrambling to make sure our crops don't drown. I need their help so I don't lose everything. If my crops die, there won't be much of a Bond Festival this year. No Bond Festival, that's unacceptable. We've got you covered. Is it just me or did the rain pick up? The four of us start walking for the field. I'm stopped along the way by the farmer who pulls me aside. Actually, I could use your help inside. Outside work is tough. And it's raining. Is he trying to say I'm not up to the task? Well, it would be nice not having to get wet. Inside or outside? I'm sorry. I'm having way too much fun right now. I am genuinely having way too much fun. This option does not matter for Kyouji. Let's stay inside because I want to keep doing that farmer's voice because it is so much fun. I am having way too much fun right now. Okay, then. I follow the farmer inside the house. Young man, can you help us pack these boxes? Of course. I look forward to working with you.
My brothers in Christ, we must stay focused.
We're filling them with vegetables. When they're full, put them over there, please. Okay, I understand. This is simple enough that even I can do it. Sucks that the others have to work out in the rain, though. Oh well. Are you one of Botan's students? I used to be. I grew up here but moved to Osaka 5 years ago. Oh, we're even more of a bottom now. I see, so you're only visiting for the summer. Yeah. Son, that one's not full yet. Don't move it! Oh, sorry. You must be having fun then. I'm sure it's been a long time since you last saw your friends. It's good to get out and see new things. I've lived here my whole life and never left the area. Huh. That's almost tragic, honestly. Here, Yuki, bring me that box over there. Here you go. Oh, move this one too, please. Coming. This one's done. Did they finish this box yet, Hiroyuki? Young man. Young man! Hiroyuki. This is... What do I do? I'm really not cut out for this, am I? A few hours later. Have you rested enough? You don't need the strength back, or we won't be done by nightfall! Yeah, I'm much better now. Man, I'm so full. The farmer's wife wouldn't take no for an answer. So, of course, I ended up having more than I could handle. Fuck. Okay. Okay, I'm calm now. The farmer's wife wouldn't take no for an answer, so of course I ended up having more than I could handle. Almost fell asleep after finishing the second plate. If there's still more work to do, do your best. I know your teacher will say it, but I'm counting on you, boys. You're harvesting vegetables next. Just pick them and carry them to that hut. I won't bore you with the details on what happens to them afterwards. There should be a cart around here that'll make things go a little faster. Good luck, boys. You've done great so far. Hiroyuki got pegged. He gives us a slight bow, then follows the farmer into the hut. So, how should we do this? This should be simple enough. We split in two groups. One person can gather, the other can carry. Ah, that sounds good. Wait a second about that. Wouldn't our efficiency drop? The pickers will likely work faster than the carriers, leaving them wait most of the time. I didn't think about that. It made sense in my head at least. I do this kind of work all the time back home. I think it's best if we all gather vegetables and put them on the cart ourselves. We can carry all of them over after that. I see. Kyouji's idea would work if we all worked at the same pace. The three of them look at me with a smile on their face. What? Don't look at me like that. It's Torihiko you should be worried about. It's so craftsmanlike. It's so craftsmanlike for you to come up with a solution like this, Tatsuki. I guess. What? He's not even a craftsman yet. He's still an apprentice. Say that again, Tiger Boy. If you think it's so easy, why don't you sign up as an apprentice? Now. Stop fighting, you two. Not even a dog would get in the way of such a lover's quarrel. Dog? I don't know, Kyouji. I'd say it's more of a cockfight. I fucking can't! I can't! I fucking can't! I fucking can't! How did we end up here? I don't know, Kyouji. I'd say it's more of a cockfight. Ha ha! Hey, Hiroyuki. That's harsh, man. You didn't need to go that far. Stop your stupid argument then, we've got work to do. When these three get together, it always ends up this way. Tatsuki and Torihiko fight like brothers, but they get along surprisingly well, with Kyouji acting as a mediator. Ooh. These guys would probably rock as a soccer team. Hiroyuki's right. Let's keep going. Man, I can't believe it's still raining. Are we going to work like this all day? But if it clears up, it'll probably be hot as hell. Maybe this isn't the worst thing in the world. Yeah, it is. Don't you know how heavy wet fur is? Drying it out is a real pain in the ass. That's true. Even though your fur is thinner, it will still get quite heavy. Yeah, well, I can't say I know the feeling, no fur to speak of. I like the rain. I find it relaxing. I don't like working in the rain, but it'll be bad if it clears up. So, basically, the weather doesn't matter, huh? To hell with manual labor. To hell with manual labor. Ha! You guys. What? Looks like living in the big cities left you soft and weak, Hiroyuki. You're the one who's changed Torihiko. Did you make a deal with the devil or something? At this point, I can barely remember a time when Ushima wasn't this size. Ask me, you guys have always been small. You're just too freaking big, Tatsuki. You're the reason they make triple extra large sizes. Nah, those are too small. Can't wear them. Jeez, then what size do you usually wear? Looks like we're almost done. Yep, they should be the last batch. As we work, we start talking less, causing our concentration on the task to increase. The work went by quickly after that, making it easier to handle. Torihiko throws a handful of vegetables onto the cart. Alright, I don't think the cart can handle much more. I agree. Ushima, can you give me a hand pushing it in? Oh, it's finally over. Today's been so long. Those guys are taking ages. What are they doing over there? Huh, looks like they stopped. I wonder why. We should check it out. Oh, boy. Yeah. Is there something wrong, you guys? Take a look. What? That's amazing. Huge puddle blocks the path. Maybe we should swim across. We can't even go around it at this point. The puddle looks like it's spread across the whole field. This isn't a puddle. It's a small lake. Doesn't even look like the road is level beneath it. Looks like there's a cave under the surface. Gee, you two are overreacting. It's still just a puddle. It can't be that deep, right? The four of us should be able to push it through no problem. I don't think it's a good idea to force your way through, Tatsuki. Hey, let the big guy speak. Tatsuki shines when it comes to brute strength. You can handle this by yourself, right, big guy? Huh? With your strength, you could probably walk right through with this cart. That's a bit unreasonable, Ushima. Are we listening to... You know what? Even though I already know the answer, I already know the correct answer, I am still going to do a poll. Because they are so much fun to make, and I want to rest my voice for a little bit. Like I said, I already know the correct answer, but I just want to do the poll. Just because. The obviously correct answer is Kyouji because we're doing his route. The haters will silence you for speaking your truth. Oh my god. Don't you know, in this chat, democracy is dead. Democracy is dead in this chat. He who has the eggs has the vote. Oh my god. Okay, wow. What do you think we should do, Kyouji? From the looks of it, I think we're better off carrying the vegetables separately than forcing our way through. Ugh, that sounds so annoying, though. There's not much else we can do, buddy. It's too bad this was the fastest path to the hut. And now that you mention it, there are other paths we could take. They're a lot longer, though. Ushima suggested this one as a shortcut. Yeah? Really, Tora? We're in this mess because you were too lazy to do it the right way? It's just like him, though. When we were younger, he'd say, let's take a shortcut, and then get us stuck along the way. You haven't learned, have you? Yeah! Whether it was your own garden, a fence we needed to climb, or even a grass field. You'd stubbornly take the most straightforward path through, even if it meant messing things up. If I remember right, it was you and Konosuke who would follow him without question. Really? Come on, guys. I didn't think it would turn out like this. Besides, there's 4 of us. Well, there's no helping it now. I think it's best if we try a different route. We turn back, we'll at least get this batch in safely. Nice job, Torihiko. We should be able to do it with 3 people. Later, Tora. What? Where are you leaving me behind? What's that? It sounded like a faint whisper on the wind. Maybe it's just my imagination. Oh, jeez, not you too, Kyouji. Come help us with this thing already, Ushima, or I really will leave you behind. As punishment for taking a shortcut, no dessert for you. I glance over the tiger and shake my head in mock disappointment. You've made Mom and Dad angry. Now stand over there and think about what you did. Oh my god. What the hell? Damn it. You guys better remember this the next time you screw up, or I'll be there laughing my ass off. You're lucky Kuya isn't here right now. He'd be giving you a verbal thrashing. Damn it! From his position nearby, the Labrador glances over at me, a small smile on his face. I can't. Kyouji finds your antics amusing. Can't help but grin back over at him while swishing my tail, pleased with my successful tease. At the very least, I'm just glad that we managed to find a solution. We're finished finally. Thank you for your work today. You've been a great help. You boys earned a rest. Come inside. Good work, boys. We're also exhausted from work. We accept the invitation without a second thought. I was so worried when he took Torihiko's shortcut there at the end. It's not my fault the weather sucks. At any rate, it's great we finished up with no problems. Even on a day off, I have work to do. I'm so tired. Wow, even the great Tatsuki gets tired. Of course I get tired. I'm not a machine, Hiroyuki. I gotta get up early in the morning, too. I'm jealous of you guys on summer vacation. The rain gave me the day off from soccer practice, but I'm probably gonna have to make up for it tomorrow. Okay, I cannot keep doing those voices. I have club tomorrow too. I wish I was one of those guys with time to spare. Hey, don't look at me like that. I have to guard my house, patrol the perimeter. Man, I'm so busy. Nice try, Hiroyuki. You're so lazy. Doesn't look like we'll have time to hang out after this. We're just too tired. At least we're not in the rain anymore. Thank you so much for everything, boys. Take some of the vegetables in the kitchen to wash. Eat as much as you like. Thank you. Sorry for intruding. It's no trouble at all. Now go on, eat up. Whoa, these look tasty! Are they clean enough to eat? Inside the kitchen sink is a bucket of water with tomatoes and cucumbers floating around. Water flows freely into the bucket from the tap. I'm feeling cold just looking at it. Yum! Look at how ripe those tomatoes are. That water is drawn from a mountain spring, so it never stops flowing. Sometimes it's a little dirty, but that's nothing to worry about. They're so good after they've been sitting in the water for a bit. Tatsuki reaches into the bucket and pulls out a tomato. Without hesitation, he takes a huge bite. Tatsuki, aren't you eating a bit fast?
It's no trouble, young man. Eat fast or it'll be gone before you know it. I need to finish up some things in the other room, but go ahead and relax.
In that case, I'll have one too. This tomato is awesome! It's so sweet! Can't get fresh stuff like this in the city, can you? No, you can't! It's like I'm eating a completely different food! It's good, but there's only cucumbers and tomatoes. It'd be nice if there was some variety. Hey! That's a luxury! I'm fine with just these! I kinda feel like having some watermelon right now. Right on cue, the farmer's wife walks into the room with a platter.
Surprise! I made you 4 some watermelon slices.
Amazing! You are awesome! Nice timing. Don't mind if I do. Just like with the tomato, Tatsuki grabs a slice and devours it in seconds. Tatsuki, you're eating too fast again.
You really can't eat, big dragon boy. I'm so happy you came by.
Looks like you boys got a real treat. Did they save any for me? Looks like they're all gone. I'm sorry, Mr. Akagane. You're tired right now, but it's nice when your efforts are rewarded with true appreciation like this. Working with everyone makes me feel like a kid again. I had a great time. Oh, looks like the clouds are clearing up. Before you know it, the weather begins to change and bits of blue sky shine through the gaps. The 4 of us walk outside to admire the scenery. Look over there, you guys. Torihiko points in the direction of the mountain. A rainbow. It's so beautiful. I don't know how long it's been since I saw him this big and bright. It's a great scene. Now, since we're done eating, when are we gonna leave? Tatsuki stretches, pats his stomach, then turns around to speak to us. I'm so tired I can't move. Forgive me. Lazy bones. How about you, Tora? I'm too tired to move too. It's a long drive home. Still, Mr. Akagane walks out of the house with his farmer friend. You boys are so energetic. It must be good to be so young. I can't thank you enough for all the help you've been. It's no problem, sir. Happy to help. You four really came through for me. I know it isn't much, but I want you to have this. In his hands are 4 bags. He walks up and gives one to each of us. I put a bunch of vegetables in there for you to take home in these bags. Be sure to eat them before they spoil. Thanks, sir. I'm sure my grandmother will love this. We wave goodbye to the farmer and his wife, then jump into Mr. Akagane's car for the long journey home. The ride home is quiet, and when I look at my 3 friends, I notice that they're all fast asleep. To be fair, today was a very big day. Right now, a nap seems well deserved. I wriggle in my seat to make myself comfortable before closing my eyes. Which one is Kyouji? Watermelon. No vent firm on day 12? Okay. The Old Forest Trail. You know what? My husband or the other option? Because it doesn't matter to me, however I would much. I know. I'm gonna do a poll. In case it wasn't clear, it's pretty obvious what I want to do. No! But I can't override the vote. As much as I want to, I can't override the vote. I don't vote in the polls. In these polls that I make, I don't vote. But holy shit. Come on. Aww. Okay, we're gonna go get a unicorn. We're gonna go get a unicorn. I'll reread that one Konosuke scene to make myself feel better later. Just so I'm happy. Notice I'm starting to enjoy taking walks more than I used to. Maybe it's just Minasato? This kind of setting is impossible to recreate in the city. The refreshing summer breeze blows past me as the leaves begin to rustle. Such a peaceful setting. This is probably what people mean when they say walking clears the mind. At least the weather has cooled down a bit. It's not as hot as it was last week, that's for sure. What's it going to be like when I return to the city? I'm going to miss these calm walks I've been having in Minasato. I could have sworn I saw someone moving around in the forest over there. Try approaching to get a closer look. See a figure disappear behind the trees in the distance. Should I call out to them? The woods over here are kind of dangerous. There's signs all around warning people not to enter. I don't know. Is it okay for them to go alone? It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Yeah, don't you know in this chat, democracy is dead. Another one, thank you. I am mildly tired. Yeah, we're just hallucinating. It's totally normal. Maybe I'm just seeing things. Nobody will be stupid enough to go into these woods alone. Right? It was probably a bird or something. Looking further into the trees, all I can see is what looks like an overgrown animal trail. I don't think any normal person would go in there. Yeah, I'm just seeing things. Nothing to worry about here. For all I know, it could be a serial killer. It's probably better this way. I head back to the dirt road, deciding to resume my walk instead of thinking about what could have moved around in the forest. It was probably just Slender Man. Oh god, I have a story about that. Oh god, I have a story about that. About Slender Man, believe it or not. Because of course I do. This actually is not a story where my life was in danger. It was, but it wasn't. It's fucked up in every sense of the word. Oh no, I didn't mean it myself. When I was in 5th grade... first off, my school does shit weird. I don't know if anyone else's middle schools did this, but like, typically middle school goes from like 6th to 8th or 7th and 8th. What my middle school did was it went from 5th grade up to 8th grade. This is important. I was in 5th grade at the time, and the power went out. Trying to remember the details. I was in band class, the power went out, and the principal was just like, okay, well, the electricity's out. Just be safe, stay in the room. We were all sitting on the middle of the floor anyways, so we all just started, grouping together. Well, this was... Keep in mind, this was early 2010s. So, creepypasta was kind of a big thing at the time. I think it still is. This was 2013? Yeah, it was around 2013. No, it was 2014. It was 2014. I don't know if anyone else... wait, no, a lot of you probably did. There was like this thing with like Tiki Toby. There was a Tiki Toby and Slender Man. Yeah, Tiki Toby and Slender Man. One of my friends, she was convinced that they were working together. She was convinced that Slenderman was nearby and Tiki Toby crawled into the vents and killed the power. So she proceeded to volunteer me to crawl into the vents to check it out. Keep in mind, I was tiny at this time. I was tiny. I'm not anymore. And I also volunteered myself. And that is the entire story. My life was not in danger. I follow the road leading to a group of old houses on the outskirts of Minasato. I'm left in awe at the gorgeous architecture I see in those homes. They look like they're from another era. Isn't that the mayor's house? The garden in front of his house is absolutely stunning. I think the Kodori family mansion is around here somewhere too.
Are you sure you want to change your character class?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be? A smile crosses my face as I hear two familiar voices in the next yard over. I could really use some company today. Hey! I wave my hand to both of them as they finally appear in my field of vision. Tatsuki is the first to notice me. He wears a big goofy smile on his face. Hiroyuki!
Ah, hi, Hiro.
My favorite creepypasta is 1999, or Caledon Local 21, or Mr. Bear's Cellar. You should read it if you haven't. It is terrifying.
Hi, Hiro.
Racing over to my friends, I sit beside them on the grass. As I catch my breath, I notice there are a few sheets of paper in front of them. Raising an eyebrow, I glance at the pair. What's all this? Oh, I was just asking Shun if I could change from a hunter class to a beastmaster. I raise an eyebrow, but say nothing. See, we are gonna get a unicorn! To be honest, everything he just said went right over my head.
And I'm trying to see if that's what you really want. There's a lot to consider when changing classes, Tatsuki.
What do you mean? The dragon's facial expression changes instantly. Frowning, he looks over at Shun in confusion.
Well, you would have to completely adjust your character's attributes for starters.
Pausing, Wolf earnestly stares back at Tatsuki before reaching for a sheet of paper in front of him.
Tried to tell you this the other day.
I nod, remembering when Shun and I went to the dragon's house. Tatsuki seemed excited about changing his character then too. Yeah, you mentioned wanting a unicorn. Before Shun could even say anything else, you were already off drawing a sketch of it. I had to chase after you. What? A cheeky grin comes to my face. Can't help but feel a little bad for him, but at the same time it's absolutely hilarious. Yeah, he said you would lose all your stats.
And that's only the beginning. I'm afraid that if you change classes, you'll no longer have Gust as your companion.
No way!
The look on Tatsuki's face resembles that of someone who is told they could never walk again. After a few moments, he sighs and shakes his head. Forget about it then.
Are you sure? What about your kick-ass unicorn?
With a snort, the dragon folds his arms and looks away, almost as if he's sulking. Not a chance. Gus and I, we go way back. No way in hell am I going to give him up. The price is too steep.
Told you it was a bad idea. Even though he doesn't really exist, you've established a bond with him. Can't imagine you any other way, Tatsuki.
Yeah. Shaking my head in amusement, I glance between my friends. So, what are you guys doing here?
Oh, Tatsuki's helping me clean out my grandfather's garage. We're just taking a break at the moment, though.
The wolf points over at the garage. A clutter of assorted junk sits close to a neat pile nearby.
I was about to get Tatsuki and I something to drink. Do you want something too? Grandfather has some barley tea I know how to make.
A bead of sweat runs down the side of my forehead, right on cue. That sounds heavenly. Thanks, Shun. Shun smiles brightly before rushing into the mansion. I glance back at Tatsuki as I hear him let out a heavy sigh. Would have preferred sake. I frown at the dragon and shrug my shoulders.
Here we go. Turns out we had some already made from this morning, so it's nice and cold.
Shun returns holding a pitcher and some glasses. The moisture droplets on the pitcher confirm that the beverage is indeed cold.
Here you go.
With a smile, I take a swig, giving a satisfied sigh as I finish. Tatsuki, on the other hand, drinks his tea slowly. The dragon forces a smile onto his face. I wish it were alcohol. Shoot him a mean glare, which causes him to clear his throat and rub the back of his head. Still, it really hits the spot. Thanks, Shun. Tail wagging, the wolf nods and pours himself a glass, then gulps it down quickly.
You're right. That was a great thirst quencher.
Shun makes his way to the porch and sits down on the edge. Tatsuki and I join him quietly. The wolf pours us another drink as we relax and enjoy the cold breeze. A classic way to pass the time in summer. Damn it! My fucking microphone. It's a shame I'm sitting here looking small and quiet. Not to be outdone by the large garden, pond, lanterns, and pine trees. I lay myself back and stare off into the sky. The porch sure is long, isn't it?
Yeah, cleaning can be a real pain, though.
I let a wry smile across my face as I look at my small friend. Well, you can always call me for help.
Eh?
But there's still plenty of time for that. Let's enjoy ourselves for a bit first. He has a point. Even with Tatsuki's huge physique, the ceiling still towers over him.
Hero?
What's wrong? Oh! You must have noticed me staring at the roof. I flick my ears to the side and shake my head. Now I was just thinking about how big the mansion is, Shun. My comment brings a smile to his face. With a chuckle, he adjusts his glasses.
The carpenters of Minasato built it.
Oh, really? The Midoriya group built this place? From beside me, Tatsuki gives a loud snort and folds his arms. No, it wasn't us. We specialize in shrines. The carpenters of Minasato aren't around anymore. They're an old rival group of my family's.
The house was built back in my great-grandfather's time.
As Shun says each generation he counts on his hands, can't help but grin. It's really cute. So what you're saying is this house is really old?
Almost 150 years old, in fact. Many generations of my family have lived here.
Their way of constructing houses was different from ours. They had long-lasting techniques and took care of things down to the smallest detail. I really admire their work. Ooh, an unusually serious explanation from Tatsuki. The apprentice gazes in awe at the pillars and beams. This place won't budge for another century at least. My eyes widen and I find myself sitting upright in surprise. Really? That's crazy. I should teach you both about the greatness of good carpentry.
Eh?
Just look at the construction here. No matter how many of us get on the roof, it's never gonna break. Dragon points a finger at a specific section of beams holding the roof up.
Whoa, is that true?
Yep, dragons, bears, elephants, this baby can hold them all. That might be pushing it a little, but Shun glances at Tatsuki with a thoughtful expression. The big dragon stares at me, raising an eyebrow. You don't believe me, do you, Hiroyuki? I chuckle and shrug, grinning impishly at him. Come on, don't you think you're exaggerating a little? I don't like the way he's grinning. He's up to something, I know it. Let's test it out, then. Shun, go get the ladder.
Okay. Wait, are we actually going to climb up there?
Of course we are. Hiroyuki's questioning the integrity of the house's structure. It's my duty as a carpenter to prove him wrong. Oh boy, what have I gotten myself into now? Oh wow. We climb onto the slightly sloping roof of the old Kodori mansion, getting a magnificent view of the Minasato countryside. Ooh, look how far we can see.
I can see your old house from here, Hero.
I follow the direction Shun's pointing in. Sure enough, there's a small house I used to live in until 5 years ago. Can't help but smile as more memories of those happier days comes rushing back into my mind. High places are awesome.
Well, I think I can see the school from here, too.
Tatsuki crosses his arms and nods in satisfaction. Shun's unable to hide his astonishment at the sight stretching out before him. Okay, hero, pay attention. Tatsuki takes a deep breath and then starts jumping up and down on the roof.
Eh?
See, it's completely safe. Yeah, I get it. Could you stop doing that, please? It doesn't sound like you're convinced. He continues to jump on the roof. With a panicked yelp, I lay down for stability. I can feel the roof shaking beneath me. As I look over at Shun, I see him trying to maintain his balance by sitting down. But his body is so light he flies up whenever the roof shakes.